There's so many things that you need to know when you start dating again, especially as a mature person. So I'm not sure if you remember this, but when you were young and you were dating, I mean, what was the most important thing that you guys had to figure out? Like where you were going to go that night, what movie you were going to see. Now, you know, the things you need to know is how much money do you make? What's your credit score? Are you good with money? And then if you end up staying with this person, one of the things that really is going to be difficult conversation, but it doesn't have to be, is how are we going to talk about finance? Now, listen, if you thought getting naked in front of somebody after so many years was hard, I'm going to show you how easy it can be to have the money talk and make it fun. I'm Maria. I'm a financial expert. I'm an author. I'm a mom. And I'm a badass business bitch. So you've been dating a guy. Things are going great. You got over the initial awkwardness, you know, the first kiss, the first date, the first time you get naked, you know, all that kind of stuff. And now you're talking about money. So it's very understandable that you would want to talk about finances. Like, don't you want to know how this guy handles his money? Is he irresponsible? Does he like to spend it on strippers? Talking about finances doesn't have to be hard. I think there's a stigma with money, you know, like it was almost like something you didn't talk about, like your parents. Like, did your mom ever even know what your dad was doing, how much money he made, who paid the bills? Like, there seemed to be such a stigma about money, and there shouldn't be, because having the money talk in a relationship is one of the most important things. Having the money talk doesn't have to be uncomfortable, and it doesn't have to be awkward. In my book, Mistress of Your Money, it's so pretty. I want to show it off. I have a chapter dedicated to having the money talk with your partner. The easiest thing to do is you need to make it a date, and I call it a money date, okay? On this date, all you do, I'm telling you, it works. Listen, trust me, stop rolling your eyes, okay? It's gonna work. What you do is you go on this date, and there's a list of questions, and they're in my book, and you take them. And all you do on this date is you have the money talk. Make sure you have wine. You're probably going to need it. A medic, I don't know, maybe, you know, somebody might need to be resuscitated after you find out how much debt either of you might have. The goal of this date is to just have the purpose of figuring out your money personality, his money personality, and figure out a way to merge them, how to talk about them, to set a plan, to set some goals. And at the end of it, you're going to be a little bit buzzed, but you're going to be happy, and you're going to feel a lot more better knowing that you're on the same page when it comes to your finances. Actually, I thought I'd share one of the questions for your money date. Talk about your parents and how they handled and viewed money. Did you know that so much of what we grew up on shaped how you think about money? Like, your money view might actually not be your money view. It might be inherited from your parents. And there's nothing wrong with that, because, you know, monkey see, monkey do, right? But it might have worked for them, but it doesn't necessarily work for you. So it's really important that you have the conversation about how your partner views money. Where did that view come from? Did it come from family? Did it come from friends? Did it come from a priest? Did it come from a financial advisor? Did it come from YouTube? Obviously, talking about dating and finances, I could go on and on. The important thing is that you have the conversation at the beginning of the relationship about money, because ultimately it's going to shape how you're going to get along, how you're going to handle things, if you have respect for this person. So wouldn't you rather just get it out of the way at the beginning? I know it's not easy to talk about. And speaking of dates, okay, let me tell you something. I've been single a long time. You know, mama needs a man. I want to tell you this story. I don't go on dating apps anymore because I am sure, I'm actually positive that the dating apps consist of every single fucking loser, and they put them all on these dating apps, and they say to them, hold up a fish, wear sunglasses, have a baseball cap on. Yeah, and good luck trying to get a girl. But anyways, I happened to meet a nice guy. I thought he was a nice guy on a dating app. And I went out on my first date, and he seemed really nice. You know, listen, I'm not going to lie. I didn't like what he was wearing. But my daughter tells me I'm too judgy. Mom, you don't like his nostril. You're going to write him off. He could be the best guy on the planet. And I'm like, no, I don't like the way his nose looks or something. So I thought I was going to go into this with a little bit more of an open mind. So he came, Didn't like the clothes, you know, I didn't like what he was wearing on his feet, but I thought, Maria, like, don't be a bitch, like, go out. You never know. This could be Mr. Right. And I thought, Jesus Christ, if this is Mr. Right, we're going to have to go shopping. So we're walking and chatting. He stops and he looks at me and he says, I'm not kidding. This is what he said to me. Show me your feet. So I'm looking around because I'm like, is he talking to me? and I looked at him and I said, are you talking to me? And he said, yes. Can you show me your feet? And I said, are you serious? And he says, yeah. I said, well, first I said under my breath, like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? But then I thought, okay, I'm going to show you my feet. Like what? I don't know. Do you have a foot fetish or something? I thought he might have had that. I don't know. So I took off my shoe, you know, and he had a look and he complimented me on my feet. Like, of course, I know I've been told I have very cute feet. I got a million more stories. So why don't you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and you know what? This is going to be a great ride. I'm telling you, we're not going to be all serious all the time. Yeah, I'm going to help you do the things that you need to do to get a better handle on your life, you know, to be the best version of your life. But we're going to have fun doing it because listen, life is too short and you can't just be serious all the time. We're going to have some fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to see you on the other side. Much love.